Hey guys, it's your girl Kia, and I wanted to do a video response to Ateeya's latest video. It was, I think, one of the best videos that she has done thus far. I would suggest if you're a parent or a teacher to check it out, leave a comment. It was very good, very informative, and I really applaud you on that video. I wanted to give my point of view as a parent. I think that as a parent, it is key to be very involved in your child's life, their whole life, education, their home life, their friends. You can ask my sons, especially my older ones. I'm getting on their nerves already because I want to know who your friends are, where they're at, where do they live, where are you going, what's in your drawer, because number one, you pay no bills. Number two, I am the guardian over you. I am, your nurturer. I am your teacher. I am here to, get you, to help mold you and get you to where God wants you to be. And so I take that my husband and myself take that very seriously. We do get very involved with our children. We try to do a lot of different activities and things of that nature with them. If a teacher calls me and there's a problem, I am on it, because let me tell you, I tell the teachers, if you have any problem, I want you to call me, because we do not tolerate that in this household. We do not tolerate that. And, my third son, this was his first year in kindergarten, all-day kindergarten, and he loved it. He had the most awesome teacher in the world. I haven't seen a teacher like this in years, and I mean years, because a lot of these teachers, like my second son, he had a lot of issues, like going to school, and like I was talking to my cousin Karen, and I was telling her, it seems like every grade he goes to, ever since that kindergarten teacher, it just seems like he's been labeled as this problem child. And she said, Kia, I hate to tell you that, but teachers do it. They tried to do it to my first son, and I stepped in because we transferred. We were living in New Jersey. We went to Delaware, and they wrote little notes in his little thing because he was having problems with the reading or what have you. My oldest son is always the youngest in his class every year. And so it seemed like, as far as personality, he still was a little immature, what have you. They would call me about certain things, and it was stuff that they would say, like when we were in Delaware, and I was like, that's not my son. And my husband was like, well, he said that. I said, babe, you know your son. You know that that's not the type of stuff that he would do. This is why I'm saying, if you're a good parent, if you're involved in your child, whether they like it or not, I don't care if you like it or not. I'm not here to be your friend. I am here to be a parent. I am here to get you to where you are going, and when you get there, maybe we can be friends. But until then, I'm the parent, you're the child, and you will do as you're told, and I will act according to the way that I believe that I should act. So I'm going to be very involved. And that's why I told him, I said, look, the things that he will do at home. And there's certain things that he might try and, get caught. But there's certain things that he's like, I don't think I'm going to do that, because I know I'm going to really get it if I do that. So there were certain things they were saying. I was like, that's not my son. Well, we went to another school, and they were saying, oh, well, we're going to try and do the same thing. Has the guidance counselor come in and view him? I said, I'm so sorry. No, you're not. What do you mean? I said, I'm sorry. We're not going to do that. I said, because you know what? That was at that school. This is a new school. My son, I said, first of all, when they were doing that at the other school, I didn't agree with it. I didn't sign off on it. And I'm not going to sign off on it here. I'm so sorry. And he did excellent. He did excellent at this school. Why? Because, it's certain teachers, like this teacher, they had a reward system. Like, like now it's so, I remember in third grade, I had a teacher, and when you would do your homework, she had this big jar of gumballs, pretzel sticks, and some other candy. And every night that you did your homework, you would get little tickets. And then at the end of the week, if you had so many tickets, you could get, certain treats. And so it's funny because a lot of these schools, they will reprimand the child, but they don't want to give them any type of award system for doing well. And we do that here. Like I tell my children, if your grades ain't right, I'm so sorry, you will not get anything for Christmas. My one son, one Christmas messed up. He messed up, and I said it was hard for me. It was hard for me to do that. And my mother was like, "Oh, you can't do that. Come on," because this is her favorite. And I said, "Mom, I am so sorry. You can buy whatever you want, but he will not play with it because the thing is, the parents want to be friends. That's the key thing that I'm trying to tell you. You will mess your child up because society is not going to do that. I'm trying to teach my children that your actions have consequences. And I try to tell them, you need to think this thing out before you do it, because you got to be ready for the consequences that follow. And so I get very involved as far as we're doing homework. I will do the English and the reading and the science and the social studies. My husband takes care of the math because they just be coming up with some new stuff that's just trying to mess my brain up. But my husband will stay up with my children after coming home from work. A hard day at 6:30, 7 o'clock, and he will stay up with them until 10, 11 o'clock if he has to, because he's like, you're going to get this work done. He also sits down and he tries to show them different ways to learn how to do it. Oh gosh, don't do the projects because I take over. My son has to say, Mom, this is my project. Mom, it's my project. Can I do it? And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. But that's how I get involved. A lot of parents think that their children don't want guidelines. And if you watch a lot of these shows, statistics show you your children want you to get involved. They want you to say you can and cannot do these things. Because if you don't, when they move out, they're going to come right back in, because guess what? That job that they want is not going to tolerate them being late. Let me tell you, the school that my oldest son was going to, I had to take him out because they changed principals, and here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We had parents not agreeing with the rules. They too tough. Oh my gosh, they're making the kids do this and this and this. And then now the kids run the school. They did not, when my son was going there, I was so excited. This school was featured on Oprah Winfrey's show. It was a KIPP school. And they go to school from 7:20 until 5:30. They go to school every other Saturday from 8:30 to 12. They go back to school in the beginning of August. Their test scores were compared to, like I told you, my cousin teaches at one of the best schools, Morristown Friends. They compared their test scores to Morristown Friends level. That impressed me right there. That impressed me right there. And you got all of the teachers' cell phone numbers. You could, principal, everybody in the school, you got all their cell phone numbers. You could call them up till 9 o'clock at night and ask them any questions. They would help you, what have you. It was the best. My son was excited about learning. He was excited about going to school. Here we go with the parents. Oh my God, if you were late, you got lunch bench. When you got lunch bench, that meant that you sat on the bench, you did your homework, or you did a project. You could not talk to any other the kids, and you had to stay downstairs. I love that, because you have to learn there's consequences. That's the thing. You have parents, oh, I just think that's so rough. Why are y'all doing it to them? Oh my gosh. Because guess what? If they go to their job late, they're going to get fired. And you can't teach you have to teach them when they're young. The Bible says, bring up a child in the way that they should go, and they will not depart from it. So I'm getting ready to run out of time. But the whole thing is, because of all these parents not wanting to do the rules and everything like that, they changed the school, and now the school is so bad. I had to take my son out. And I was so upset because the academics were just great. But, that's what I'm saying. You have to get involved. Stop being scared of your kids. Get involved. Talk to the teachers. Find out what the teachers are about. Let the teachers know that you're involved. It's just like when you have somebody that's in an old folks home, you got to keep going all the time to let them know you ain't playing and you ain't going to be stealing and all that stuff. It's the same thing. You have to let these people know that you're there and that you care about your children. So parents, step up, call the teachers, get a conference going on. I got to get out of here. Ateeya, great job on that video. Bye.